Obviously, Nick Howard didn't have his best stuff in that first inning. He's been better in the first inning every time he started this year, and credit Miami. They did a nice job of getting some clutch hits. But it was just a game that there was a lot to overcome. And unfortunately, we couldn't overcome. The way the game started and throughout the ball game.
When you obviously you got rejected, you see
Yeah.
you guys. First of all, how did you watch the game? Did you just kind of watch the stream?
Yeah. I just watched the stream. The rules don't permit you to communicate with the team or to watch the game from any kind of standpoint like that.
So just a regular strike zone. Part of the
Yeah, unfortunately, league rules are such that I can't comment on it. Other than overall, there was a lot to overcome in this game, and we just didn't overcome it. So
Miami gets one hit the final 8 innings.
yeah.
No runs. I think they got a run on second twice. This just come down to not getting timely hits. The pitcher's not doing a good job going forward.
Yeah, I thought, obviously Nick, after that first inning, Jeff, he came in and, kind of held him at bay for a while. And then, our bullpen has just been, spectacular. And, they're going to need to continue to be that way. This weekend, for the first time, 2 out of the 3 starts this weekend, we didn't get quality starts. But that bullpen came in and shut them down and certainly gave us a chance to win, and that was great to see. And then it comes down to whether you get those clutch hits or not. We've been getting those clutch hits. That's why we've been winning so many games, and we didn't get them today. Certainly, we had our opportunities, and just couldn't cash them in in the middle and the latter part of the game.
What's it mean, kind of in the big picture of the season, to kind of open with 2 ACC series wins and kind of have that in your back pocket already?
Yeah, we've been fortunate that we've played 4 the 10 weekends, and we've won every series. So that certainly we would have loved to have swept today. Because the reality is, it comes down to you're judged on the entire 30-game schedule. We've played 12 of those games so far, and we're in a pretty darn good position. And to win the series every time is really a great accomplishment. And the game of baseball is not meant to you're not meant to win every game. I don't know, we're 25-3 in our first 28, and we're at the midway point of the year. That's pretty special. There isn't many people that are winning at that clip. So but it's important that we continue to play good baseball and continue to learn and grow as a club. And we've got some serious challenges in front of us with 3 out of the next 4 weekends in this league on the road. And so we'll learn a lot more about our club, I think, in the next 4 weekends.
What has this team, you got a pretty good body of work now.
Yeah.
What has this team been able to do that maybe going into the season you weren't sure it would be?
Well, I think you got to really talk about the consistency of our pitching staff. I don't think you can judge us on, Brandon Waddell and Nick Howard starts this weekend. I think you look at the whole body of work and how the guys in the bullpen have kind of started to define their roles. A lot of those roles coming into the year were not defined, and we were going to kind of figure it out as we moved along. And, after 2 or 3 weeks of the season, those guys started, and that bullpen started, gravitating to some roles. And now I think we've you got some really great options out of that bullpen. And, I like our lineup. We showed that we can certainly score runs from different points in our lineup. Yesterday it was the bottom of the lineup. Other days it's the top or the middle. A sign of a good ball club is you're not just depending on 3 or 4 players to do the run production for you. Certainly we have that throughout the lineup.
This team has not dealt with much adversity in terms of losses.
Yeah.
Just coming off a loss, add an edge to the team, or do you tell them not to change the mindset?
I've never believed in using a loss that's just happened, or if you lost to somebody the year before, as motivation. I just don't think that you can motivate young people that way. Our motivation has to be just to, go out there and continue to play good, hard-nosed baseball. And, we've always, it's been a trademark in this program for years that we've responded well to difficult times. When we have lost series or we've lost a game, our guys traditionally have bounced back, and I've got confidence in them to do that. That being said, Tuesday at Liberty is going to be no easy task. Certainly, we used a lot of guys out of the bullpen, this weekend. It will be a great environment down there at Liberty. My understanding is they've had the game sold out for weeks. They just built a brand new stadium down there, so it'll be a great environment for us to play in. And then, to complicate things, we also have another game on Wednesday. So certainly over our next two games, our pitching depth will be challenged. So hopefully what we've done from a depth standpoint on our pitching staff will hold true over the next couple of days. A lot of that was going to depend on really who we use today. Trejo certainly will start one of the games, but Coach Kuhn and I are going to talk about that and determine, what is the best for us in those two ball games.
A mix, I think, last three starts.
Yeah.
First inning's just been a little bit of a struggle for him. Anything to that?
I don't know. You've seen in pitching over time that there's been guys at times that have struggled in that first inning for whatever reason. We'll certainly talk about it and see if there's something we need to do from his pregame approach standpoint to make sure that he's going in that first inning. It's just tough. When you fall behind 4 runs, Miami's got a good club. They always do. And that's an uphill battle. And you just you don't want to put yourself in that situation very often. It's difficult to overcome.